Are you having a hard time figuring out what to get Dad for Father's Day? You should check out Row 1 Brand's Vintage Pictorum Gallery. They have America's best sports art. With over 7,200 historic sports prints, you're assured to find something unique for Dad this Father's Day. Instead of a boring old tie, get him a historic baseball photo taken by Henry High Sandom at the historic Polo Grounds Stadium in New York City during the 1894 Temple Cup. Or, if he's an NFL buff, check out the 1963 vintage NFL poster. These are so good looking that you'll be amazed how they turn out. Shop now at sportshistorynetwork.com/row1 and save 15% off your order.
Now it's time to take a sports break, a look at sports history on a daily basis. Hello, my fellow friends of sports history. This is Darren Hayes of the Sports Jersey Dispatch, and we're bringing you some of the daily digits, the uniform history of June 4th. And we got just a couple really good glimpses of sports history and team sports by the uniform numbers of this day of June 4th. And June 4th, 1899, the Boston Beaneaters pitcher John Clarkson became the first Major League Baseball player to throw an immaculate inning. That is when he struck out 3 Philadelphia Quakers batters on just 9 pitches. Can you imagine that, going into an inning, throwing 9 pitches, and all of them are strikes and 3 Ks sitting the side down? Well, that's what happened with John Clarkson in that game back in the end of the 19th century. On this day, June 4th. Now, June 4th, 1951, Pittsburgh Pirates lefty outfielder number 18, Gus Bell, well, he hit for the cycle to help the Buccos knock off the cross-state rivals Phillies 12-4. We take a glimpse back at the newspaper that day, a newspaper called the Daily Notes out of Cannonsburg, Pennsylvania, which happened on June 5th of 1955. And it says that the Pittsburgh Pirates, considered as batting practice by the Philadelphia Phillies, tore a leaf from their opponent's notebook yesterday by pounding out 17 hits for that 12-4 victory, which snapped an 8-game losing streak. Gus Bell paced the rejuvenated Pirate hitting attack as he hit for the cycle. The right fielder pounded his 5th homer in the 5th off of Milo Candini, one of 4 Philly hurlers who saw action. And Wally Westlake notched his 14th homer in the 3rd. And that was the Pirates' victory on that day over the Phillies. June 4th, 1958, history was made as the San Francisco Giants, Hank Sauer, number 6 on his uniform, and Bob Schmidt, who wore number 27, are the first in National League history to hit consecutive pinch hit home runs in a 10-9 victory over the Milwaukee Braves on that day. So can you imagine that? You have the skipper of the San Francisco Giants saying, hey, we're down a little bit. Why don't you go in and hit for so-and-so? And this guy goes and hits a homer. And now he calls for another guy to come off the bench and, okay, why don't you go in and hit for this other guy? And he hits a homer. That had to be a truly astounding thing, not only for the manager who picked that, he probably looked like a genius that day, but also for the fans and the players themselves, just watching this great bit of baseball history, having those pinch hitters hit those brilliant hit home runs. And we'd like to thank the brilliant sites of onthisday.com, the Sports Reference family of websites, especially baseballreference.com and stathead.com for helping us with all these great stats. And of course, newspapers.com, getting some of these brilliant old newspaper clips from the journalists of the day talking about the events as they were happening. We have a great banner photo of John Clarkson, a baseball player from the World Champions Series, on our spot today on the Sports Jersey Dispatch on jerseydispatch.com for this June 4th entry. So make sure you check that out and join us each and every day as we tie just a little bit more to the uniform history of all the 4 major sports of North America into the uniform numbers and talk about these historic players and events that they did. So hope you join us each and every day. And until then, have a great sports history day. We're dribbling around and see the shot clock's almost out, so we got to put up our shot and come back tomorrow for some more great sports history. We invite you to check out our websites, jerseydispatch.com and pigskindispatch.com. Not only see the daily sports history, but to experience the preservation of great events and people that play the games. Find us on Pigskin Dispatch. It's also on social media outlets of Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and don't forget the Pigskin Dispatch YouTube channel to get all your daily sports history. Pigskin Dispatch is happy to be associated with the Sports History Network, the sports headquarters of yesteryear, found at sportshistorynetwork.com.
This podcast is part of the Sports History Network, your headquarters for the yesteryear of your favorite sport. You can learn more at sportshistorynetwork.com.
At the Sports History Network, we're all about sports yesteryear, and so we're so pleased to introduce you to Row One, an online memorabilia gallery and shop that brings you sports history to life anywhere. The Row One gallery includes over 5,200 gorgeously reproduced prints of team posters, game program covers, game tickets, advertisements, and more in baseball, pro and college football, pro and college basketball, and more. And any gallery item may be printed in a variety of sizes on wood, metal, canvas, acrylic, or poster paper. And in Row One shop, check out the thousands more of unique items with the retro and historical designs dating back to 1876, including t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, phone cases, mugs, blankets, pillows, towels, and even shower curtains. Go to sportshistorynetwork.com, ROW1, for access to the full Row One catalog and for gallery prints and gift items, plus get a 15% discount off all prints on the Row One Pictorum Gallery with coupon code SHN15. Follow the link on the show notes.